Hey everybody, it's Joel, aka The Daily Guru, and it's time for another edition of Something Old, Something New. Today for Something Old, we're going to check out an all-time classic that I absolutely love. It's the Gun Club and their 1981 album, Fire of Love. The fact of the matter is, without the music scene of Los Angeles in the early 1980s, tons of bands and entire genres never would have come to pass. Whether it was the speed metal sound, hardcore bands, or all those bands that pulled from a number of different genres, you just can't deny this reality, and there's no question that the Gun Club remained one of the most important and impressive. Falling somewhere between psychobilly and pure punk, the Gun Club took a somewhat darker approach than most of their peers, and it was their gritty, roots-based sound that earned them a very rabid following. It's the almost rockabilly sound of the guitars of Ward Dotson that really sets this album apart from their previous work, as it's really rare to hear slide guitar within a punk setting of any style. But it's the chemistry within the rhythm section that sets the Gun Club miles apart from their peers. And it's the almost unsettling manner with which they play that makes this record so intriguing. Then of course you have the vocals from Jeffrey Lee Pierce, as there's just nobody in music history that has as distinctive and outright unique a delivery style as him. It's the attitude and the tension that he creates within the vocals that are so fantastic. And while the songs run the gamut in terms of the theme, every single song manages to still have this odd pop appeal. In the end, the Gun Club is beyond required listening. And if you've never experienced the brilliance of Fire of Love, change that today. Thank me later. Today for something new, we're going to check out the brand new record from The Darkness, and it's called Hotcakes. This is the band's first studio album in 7 years, and their first with the original lineup in almost a decade. And in many ways, that's reason enough to check out this album, and the reality quickly reveals that The Darkness have not lost one step in their cocksure, grinning, unique brand of rock and roll. Comparisons to Queen are going to be even more frequent after you hear this record, as the tone of the guitar sounds more than ever like Brian May. And as always, Justin Hawkins' vocal range can't help but be compared to that of the late Freddie Mercury. However, when you really dig into this, a number of the songs on the album are far more akin to the sound of Boston than Queen, and it's their ability to simply write enjoyable, upbeat rock songs that make The Darkness so unique. No pretension, no overly mixed tracks, just straightforward, raw, pure rock and roll music. Or to put it another way, Hotcakes is another dose of exactly what you'd expect from The Darkness. Though I will admit that the middle part of the record does lag a bit and become somewhat repetitive, but what's around it certainly makes up for that. You'll also find a cover of Radiohead's Street Spirit on this record, and The Darkness have been playing this live for years, but this studio version certainly holds up on its own. In short, if you enjoyed the sound that The Darkness have put out over their other records, there's no reason you wouldn't like this. But overall, these are all tricks that we've heard The Darkness do many times before. And while that lull does occur on the buy it or borrow it, I'd say that this one is a solid borrow it, as there are definitely a few tracks worth your time. So that's what I got for you guys today. I hope you dug it. If you did, go ahead and click subscribe, leave a comment, click like, whatever you want to do. You can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Tumblr right here, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow.